Welcome back, everybody, to the final playthrough of Chris's campaign in Resident Evil Remake. If you've been watching this long and you're not future me or my kids, well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Like I said, if you're gonna watch anything, Mike Bettencourt, he's the one. I watched his playthrough. Fantastic, great commentary. There'll be a link in the description. Go check him out. Please go give him some love because that man is very talented and I love this walkthrough. Made this walkthrough so much easier. This is me just putting my own spin on it and getting attacked by zombies because I'm nowhere near as good as him at not getting injured. In this playthrough now what I'm doing is, so we're even deeper in the caves and we're about to encounter Lisa Trevor, of course, the addition to Resident Evil, and such a tragic backstory with her. Basically, what we got to do is we got to kind of maneuver around her. You can't kill her, so don't shoot her. So just kind of let her follow you through this network of caves, and we'll work that way so that she doesn't show up randomly and attack you, because when she hits you, it hurts. First, she's following me, so come down here, grab the 2 herbs. This is going to be good in the future, because again, like I said, I get fucked up a lot in this game. Maybe I'm not too fast or something hits me because I'm dumb, so we got to do that. We're going to go through this door first because what we have to do is we need to get the broken flamethrower in order to open a door. So we're going to go through this room right here. First, I'm going to combine my herbs because I need to make some room and kind of walk around here. In the other difficulties, because right now I'm on the hard difficulty, you can find some additional ammo and stuff in here. For this one, what really we're going to find is some more ammo for the handgun. And again, I'm not really using the handgun at this point, so it's just mostly decorative at this time. But we do get a flash grenade, which is always good to use, especially as we go down to the labs. And so what we're going to do is once you grab that, get off these stupid crates, because they're really hard to. And we're going to push this box into this mechanism. Now you got to get it just right, which sucks because otherwise it's going to say, oh no, there's nothing on here. So you got to push it in, make sure it gets pushed all the way. Of course, no feats of strength for Chris. Very strong, the best that we got. And once you have it in there, basically you'll come over here and we will, damn, I hate this screen sometimes. We will transport it, start it up, and it's going to be moved to another location. So we're going to let that move along, and then ourselves, we're going to go back out this way. Lots of chemicals in here. Everything is drenched in water, so nothing is useful. Miners in here. This reminds me maybe like a level in Resident Evil 5, right? When we're taking on all of the Magini. So we got to kind of get through. Now, make sure you come down here first. Make sure Lisa sees you, starts coming your way. Again, don't get too close, otherwise she will try to whack you just like that. I was too fast though. To go back up here, go back up. Again, these can be very confusing, so just kind of follow the way that you see here. Otherwise, you will go the wrong way and she will randomly show up on you. So you just got to be careful with that. As we go out this door, now we're going to go down. So we're just going to cut across this way, just like where we were before. Kind of where I came from. Going to go through here, and it's going to allow us to go into this space. Now over here we do have an item box, so we can put things away. Right now I don't really have to worry about it. I'm going to go down the ladder, and there's that box that I just pushed. So we're going to push it some more, as we always do. Because again, Chris, easily able to do this. But so can Jill. Jill's also very strong, and the only thing in here is a broken flamethrower, so I can't imagine what else is in here. Maybe those things that when you order something from Amazon, like they put in like those bubble wrap. That'd be really nice. Probably why it makes such an explosion sound, because it's a bunch of bubble wrap being crushed. But you push that in there, you press this button, and now the garbage compactor is going to crush it. So we'll let this animation play out, and as it gets destroyed. And honestly, I don't think the flamethrower was destroyed until this moment. That's why it's a broken flamethrower. But we need it, so it doesn't really matter. We're not going to use this flamethrower. It's more of being able to get into the next part. So we're going to pick this up. Just like that. It's going to say right there, will you take the broken flamethrower? Yes. Very dangerous to have, but that's all right. And then we'll keep on trucking. Keep on moving forward. You know, sometimes I think to myself how much it has to suck just to have to go through all these things. Use the item box, put away things you don't need. Specifically, you don't need the handgun ammo because I'm not using it and I don't need the herbs right now. Make some room in my inventory. And we're going to go back the way that we came. Again, make sure that Lisa sees you up here first, and then we'll go on to the next door so we can place the flamethrower. But no, like I was saying, just these guys, so STARS, right? Special Tactics and Rescue Service, which used to be Special Tactics and Rescue Squad. Don't know why they changed it. Again, wait for Lisa to come this way. Make sure she's following you. She'll be here. She's just kind of doing her own thing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. She just ran at you. So you got to be careful with that because sometimes she will kind of come at you. So, yeah. Again, don't shoot her. There's no reason to waste any ammunition. She's not going to die. Make sure you pull this lever. Now, when you pull this lever, it's going to open up this. So you got to be quick. Go down here as quick as possible. Because Lisa's following you, she won't be down here. And this is timed, so you got to be quick. Go over here, and then you're going to put the flamethrower. And it's just like that. We can go in the door. Very simple. But no, with these guys being part of, the STARS, these special elites, almost like SWAT, they're here to, get shit done. And oh my God. So now we're in Lisa's room. This is, again, one of the tragic characters of the Resident Evil franchise. Just this little girl who was experimented on. She would become the future catalyst that would allow for the Nemesis string to be created, chasing Jill throughout all of Raccoon City. It's really sad. This is kind of what you see in that horror movie. Again, why Resident Evil is so good with the horror, right? That cult aspect. The STARS being a group that take on cults. Thinking that this is a cult of people eating ritualistic cannibals, just killing people. But no, it turns out to be something, I don't know if it's much worse. Well, yeah, pharmaceutical company turning people into zombies, bioweapons, yeah, it is worse. But it's just all so insane. This is like straight out of a horror movie. This is where you're kind of getting towards the realization, oh no, where am I at? And Lisa would be that slasher monster, kind of like Jason Voorhees. Make sure you pick up the jewelry box. There's going to be some important information in here. And we're going to open it up. We're going to examine it. We're going to press it. And this is basically very important for our metal object that we are going to use. And then here's the family picture of Lisa. Again, talking about the things that she had to go through. I believe she's wearing her mother's face. And she's just in a world of torment because she's here and her father was killed. He went crazy. Her mom was experimented on. She tried to escape. She was killed. And now here she is, Lisa, grown up, an adult, but becoming a monster. And it's really tragic, unfortunately. And unfortunately, the STARS couldn't save her. And it's already what she is. And she's immortal, so we can't just, put her out of her misery. So it's a really sad thing. And it's the horror constructs, right? And these STARS people, just the conspiracy, again, of, not being the special Tactics and Rescue Squad anymore, but the Special Tactics and Rescue Service. It's all very bizarre. I don't know what the history behind that is, whatever. But the fact that they are this elite squad and they're put into this situation, they're ready. They can take on these things. They're military trained. Chris himself comes from the military background in the Air Force. And so the fact that he's doing all this stuff, going through these things, he has the cardio, because I know I couldn't do this. Like when you're talking about a Silent Hill, right? Like with Harry Mason, like that dude, just a regular dude going through these things. The people, the protagonists of this world are forced to go through these horrific things, and that's why Chris is such a hero to me. Talking about that DLC for Resident Evil 7, not a hero. Well, that wasn't my Chris to begin with, but Chris is a hero. He does so much, and he's gone through so many things. He's there to protect and serve, and I think it's just really cool. So what we're going to do here, this takes us back to Lisa's place where she knocked us out that first time. We're going to create the stone and metal object because we need both of these to have that final confrontation with her. And now we're just going to kind of go through these grounds again. We've been through here before. There aren't any enemies that we're going to encounter, so just kind of keep moving forward. You don't even need to have any gun equipped if you're just kind of moving past. If you're someone that has to be a completionist and you want to put all the zombies out of their misery, then yeah, you can go around if you have the ammunition, especially if you're able to get the unlimited rocket launcher, or maybe even the unlimited ammo handgun. Then you have those options. Again, you can kill this zombie here, but he's not hurting you, so let him do his own thing. But if you do want to be that completionist, like I said, yes, you can shoot everything up with those. I don't recommend doing it on this playthrough, though, on one of the first or second playthroughs, just because of the fact that ammo is scarce, and you want to make sure you save it up for the things that you're going to have to fight that are like the little mini bosses. There's some new naked zombies here. Don't know where they came from. Look at this one right here. Just disgusting. And just kind of keep on moving. You know? Gotta keep on keeping on. And so now that we've gone through this part, we have the 2 stone metal objects. We're going to use these to open up the last compartment in the mansion, which is in the main hall. So we got to be ready now because this is where we're going to actually face off against the poor Lisa Trevor for the last time. And this is what's going to give us access to the Umbrella Labs. And the Umbrella Labs is the last truck of this campaign. We're going to go through here. Again, nothing really to pick up. We've picked up everything at this point. We're going to go through here. Of course, we got those hunters coming in, so you just gotta be quick with it, because he will come at you and get you. Oh no, first, we'll go through this first. Make sure you pick up the second stone and metal object, so now you should have 2 in your inventory. And so this is where we're going to be able to make that switch. We'll go through this door, and then, like I said, now the hunter's going to be here waiting for you, so just get past him. Shoot him if you want to. If you're like me and you already didn't shoot him, then he's going to get you regardless, but do your best. That's all we can do. And then we're going to go this way. I'm not going to shoot Lisa necessarily. I might just shoot her to kind of move past her, so I'm going to keep the shotgun. I'm not going to use any of my magnum shells, because those are really going to be helpful for some of my other encounters later on in the game, because we are coming to a close. So going through this route is going to be the most important, that way so that we can get to the gate to get to Lisa as necessary. And we will come across one more item box and one more save point. So we will have that to look forward to. Basically, we'll go down the stairs, and then, like I said, the last door that we're really going to open is going to be to the side, and it's right back here. And she's going to be wailing, of course. She's waiting for us. And we have these 2 indentations, and basically we're going to... Oh, you wonder what's on the other side of the door. You heard her. She knocked you out, Chris. So we're going to place both of these. Very simple. And now we have access. And now we're officially done in the mansion. Not coming back here. We successfully evaded all the hunters that were in there. Again, here's the typewriter if you want to save. You're going to go to your item box as necessary. For me, what I'm going to do is let's kind of build something. You're going to need... I'm gonna have my my handgun. And I'm also going to have both of the medallions that I got earlier. I'm also going to equip my flash grenades instead of my daggers, because these are going to come in handy when I'm actually in the lab and there's a bunch of zombies. And we'll kind of go through that together. So with my Beretta, because I have plenty of ammo, like I said, don't use your Magnum, don't use your shotgun. That's ammo you can use later. We're going to go through this last corridor, which is underneath the mansion. We're going to go through this door, and there will be a ladder, which we're going to go down into. And then this is where we're going to face off against Lisa. And she's the one basically guarding the entrance to the labs, because there's 2 more levels we got to go through. We're going to get past her, and then there's going to be a fountain. We're going to go down here, and we got our good old best pal Wesker facing off against her.
You're a bit of a mess up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
Piece of the action. So basically we have to move all these pillars, all these giant rocks, and Lisa will come her way towards you. Wesker isn't very helpful in this encounter, just because sometimes, like when I've played this a couple of times, sometimes he gets pushed off, sometimes he just kind of shoots at the wrong times, so you just kind of have to evade her, and you got to be very careful, because right here, if she hits you, see, I was lucky, because if Wesker hadn't have shot her right there, what would have happened is she would have totally knocked me off of the platform. She can do that. So again, you just kind of have to evade around her, shoot her a couple times. I have plenty of handgun ammo. Doesn't really hurt her, that's okay. Bypass her. And then once you do this, it's going to open up this coffin in the middle of the room, which is the remains of her mother. And this is kind of the way that we defeat her. And then Lisa plunges to her death. And then it's that last letter that the mother wrote to her. And it's, again, very tragic. And that's kind of what Resident Evil does. It doesn't pull its punches. It's more than just corny jokes, puzzles, and everything else.
I'll investigate this area a little further.
I mean, I don't know. I understand that Wesker's the bad guy and he's putting all this together. But if he wasn't the bad guy, you shouldn't split up like that. That's just bad news. We're going to take this elevator. It's going to take us upwards. Well, we're now going to be in front of the fountain. And this is the entrance to the labs. So this is our last little puzzle. But we already have both medallions. So first over here on the left-hand side, we have one of the statue areas. And then on the right-hand side, we have this one. So I'm going to start at the right-hand side. And this is going to be one that's for the eagle. So it's going to say eagle shaped. So you're going to put the eagle-shaped one in there. That's going to be the bronze gold. So you're going to put that right in. And then we're going to go to the other side, and that's going to be where we're going to put the wolf medallion. Again, very easy, very simple. Just put it on in there, and we're done. The silver for the wolf, and then we get this cutscene. Well, animation. It's not really a cutscene. All right, we'll go on through here. We'll kind of go around. Should be in the back area right here. And then we're just going to go down the steps into this elevator. And this will take us to the labs. And the labs is the last area in the game that we got to get through. And this part of the game isn't super long. You just kind of got to get past certain things. And you have some options that you can actually go through. Like in this area, Jill is locked up. Wesker has locked up Jill. We're going to come back to this door. This is what's going to allow us to leave the mansion at the very end of the game. But first we got to go downstairs. And Jill is locked up in one of the cells. So, again, those Mo discs are really important. There's 3 of them. We have one. Now we're going to use the other 2. Here we're going to have a... Again, here we have a save typewriter. Now, in this area, there's going to be a bunch of different zombies that are easy to kill. These shamblers have been rotted a lot more. A lot of them, like, their bodies are much more disgusting, bloated. Some of them are wearing lab coats because these are the people that were the scientists that this happened to. So I have enough Beretta ammunition to just kind of burn these motherfuckers up. So what I recommend is don't use your shotgun. Don't use your Magnum. You can bypass them if you'd like to, but I'm not going to. I have plenty of kerosene. I have the lighter. I can burn them up. They won't turn into crimson heads. I have to go through this corridor a lot, so you might as well just kill these 3 immediately because you don't want to have to mess with them once you don't have to. So burn these guys up, grab the health right here, which is the little herb. Make sure you have your ammunition again, and then if you want to go put some stuff away, you can go to the side right there at the other side of the room. There is a kerosene tank, so you can fill up your kerosene as necessary, so we can burn up more of these motherfuckers as they come at us. When we come in here, there's 2 zombies in the room. Again, very easy to get rid of. You're going to go through here a couple times as well. So first we're going to shoot this guy. I believe his head can pop off. Or no, just keep shooting him until he dies. See, they lie so perfectly still. They're trying to trick you. That's it. Use the kerosene. Burn them up. And then the other dude is over here. So if you want to shoot him up easy, oh, fuck. So you got too close. But the cool thing is, since I switched over to my flash grenades, if you kind of get away from him, you kind of let him come at you. If you shoot the grenade, the heads will explode. You don't have to shoot them. They will explode on their own, but I like blowing them up, even though I did get injured right there. And right here we got a dagger. So a couple little things that are helpful. You don't have to really kill that zombie. You don't really come across. You can easily dodge him, but there's other ways of going around him. But first we're going to go into this room so that we can continue on with what we're doing. You will take the door to Chris's immediate left, which will put you into one of the first puzzles in the labs. In this puzzle, basically, we're going to be utilizing this X-ray machine thing. We're going to pick up this X-ray first, which belongs to, what's his name? To Clark David, that's right. And so basically, what we're going to do here is with Clark, we're going to also pick up this other X-ray. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them on this board because each of them, their last names is going to correspond with a certain area, like the liver, whatever. In this first spot, you'll put Clark, and in this other spot, you'll put the one you just picked up. And now, let's first read this researcher's letter. This is from John. John was being seduced by Ada from Resident Evil 2, and basically she was using him to kind of get in and infiltrate and get Umbrella secrets. So John and Ada are the passwords that we're going to use in a different room. We're going to turn this switch, and now we'll look at the x-rays, and it's going to show us them in order, and basically the last name is going to correspond with whatever the name is on the side. So it's going to create an actual password that you're also going to need, and the password is CELL, C-E-L-L. So even if you don't want to do that puzzle, so password CELL, and then that room also gives you the username and the other password, which is John and Ada. So you'll go out this way, you'll go across the corridor, the zombie's dead. So we'll go into this room where we get some additional information about where the Crimson Heads come from. They call them the V-Act, and these things are nasty. You go around, there's a corpse on the ground. It's not going to come back, so don't worry about that. There's a bunch of different sets for experimentation here, and you can look at all this different information if you want to. Getting into the room, this room is creepy because, as you can see, there's a bunch of like zombies that are just put in plastic bags in here. But you can at least pick up a flash grenade, which will also come in handy. We've developed a bit of a collection of these hand grenades. And basically, we're going to access here. Again, the login is going to be the name John. And then the password is going to be Ada. So you can easily get hacked. From here, you're going to open up 2 doors. It's going to ask for another password, and it's going to be CELL. And now, you'll also unlock the other door. So we unlocked 1 door specifically, and then on the 3rd floor as well, which is going to be important. So we unlocked 2 doors, one in the current floor that we're in, and then one in the upstairs where we killed those 3 zombies. So we'll leave this room now because there's really nothing else here for us, except, again, another researcher's note, V-Act. This is what we call the Crimson Head, the more violent zombies that come back after they've already been killed, because the T-virus blood has done something to them where they're much more aggressive and they have those claws. Again, good incorporation in this game, making it much more terrifying, especially when the zombies come running at you 28 days later style. First of all, we'll go back into this room because we just unlocked the door in here. It's going to be this door. Keep in mind, we're going to be utilizing this later to release the locks, because through this door is where Jill is being held captive. Don't worry, Jill. I'll come save you soon. We'll go in here. This is the door that was unlocked. First of all, zombie, feel free to shoot him. One of those naked, just disgusting zombies. The head will explode, high probability. You can grab some more handgun magazine. So we got that. Don't have to worry about lighting him on fire because his head exploded. And then we're going to pick up the slide filter. This is going to be important for the room that we just unlocked upstairs. This right here is another mechanization that we're going to use later. But if you look over here, there's a fax that gives you more information about the different things that are being made public and how the stars are going to be dealt with. And then this is the first place where we have the Mo disc reader. So we're going to put in the 1 Mo disc we already have. And now we have successfully unlocked 1 part of the lock. We got 2 to go. And so we got to find 2 more Mo discs and 2 more of this machine. Which they're not hard to find. So we're just going to kind of go through them here. Because again, if you want the good ending, you got to save Jill. And Jill is Chris's partner. So of course he's got to save her. Don't worry, Jill. I'll be back. Also, this is a good time to pick up another first aid kit. Pick up as many things as you can because, like I showed you before, I get hurt very easily in this game. And there is no shame in me using the health packs or the herbs. That's what they're here for. We're going to go out the big door once again, and this will allow us to go upstairs. And now the room to the left is going to be open. So we'll go on up. Very simple. No zombies. Go to the side room over here. And we'll have another Mo disc, which is going to be really important. As we step into this room, this is a big important room for the fact that it continues the lore, the story of what's going on. This is where we find out that it was that bastard Albert Wesker all along working with Umbrella to fuck up the team. On the side over here, you can pick up the security protocols, which basically gives us an idea of how the labs are set up with different levels. And then there's also a bunch of other audio materials here. This is where Umbrella kind of incriminates themselves. And there's a secret passage right here that we have to open in a second. Also, of course, like any 8th grade class, we got a helpful PowerPoint slide here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the slide filter, because that's going to give us the access to a code number. And here, again, Umbrella shooting themselves in the foot, all of the creatures they created. And look at that motherfucker on the right. There's Albert Wesker. And now with the slide filter right there, you saw that I got a code to be able to input here. And so the passcode entry and terminal will allow me to open up the next door. And the code is 8462. This will open up the secret door. Now we can go in there to grab what needs to be got. And ultimately, it's really interesting because we, first of all, have the laboratory key, which is going to be important. And then there's consoles here for us to be able to take a look at Kenneth's video that he took earlier.
Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
And that's a very shaky Kenneth. That sucks. As we exit the room, there is something else we can pick up over here. But I have too much in my inventory, so you can go across the hall, put everything into the item box that you don't need. And when you do that, you can come back, go back in the room, and we can pick up the last item. Which is the last Mo disc. So now, let's start putting some of these away. But if we're going to do this, we're going to meet the one enemy in this game that I hate the most. And that's the Chimera. And the Chimera is like it's just a combination of different creatures, but really they're just big ass bug things. They remind me of Scyther from Pokemon, but much worse just because they're so disgusting and they hurt and they're hard to kill and they come at you and you have to kill them. So that's the worst part. I'm going to use the laboratory key here first. I'm going to go in that room in a second, but I'm going to use it here as well so I can get rid of it because I don't need it anymore. And basically in here, there will be a couple of chimeras that will come at you as they shamble towards you and they make that horrible bug sound. But before we do that, basically we're going to do a couple of different things. So we're going to push this back because we'll be able to grab some shotgun ammo right here. And now we're going to go through a series of vents. That way, so as we go through the vents, hopefully they won't be able to grab us. So be quick. There's nothing in this room. Go, 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 go. We're going to enter this vent. And then it's going to take us into the room where I can put the next Mo disc. We'll go down. There's a dead body in here, of course. And it's not going to come back to life, so don't worry. You don't want to stay in this room too long. You want to put in the Mo disc and get the fuck out. Because I didn't do that. And that gave it enough time for one of the chimeras to bust out of the vent and get me. And when they get you, it sucks. So you're going to see here, see I waited too long. I should have gone the other way. See, slices at me. Look, ugh, so nasty. It's like a giant larva bug. And the way they come at you is horrifying. So what you should have done is just sprint it back this way immediately. And then go through here. And once you do this, we're out. Done. I'm going to go out this door now in order so that I can continue on to the next part, which is the door that I just opened earlier. Coming through here, there will be 2 zombies. This door is rusted shut. You don't need to know anything about that one. We'll shoot this naked zombie first. Let him die. Oh, God. He does not go down. And then we got this one over here. Like I said, I have enough Beretta ammo at this time, so I can kind of keep shooting at him with my handgun. So we'll do that, and then we'll fry them both with the kerosene. There we go. Burn them both. Done. Like I said, you don't want to waste any shotgun or magnum ammo. They're easy to kill. You can also dodge them, but you're going to need to come into this room again. And you can't run, so get rid of them now. In this room, there's more things that we can pick up. More shotgun shells, which is awesome. I'm going to need those. We also got a first aid spray, which is awesome. Put them in the item box as necessary. Hold on to the shotgun. You're only really going to need that. And the magnum, and then the last Mo disc. Actually, yeah, we'll hold on. We'll hold on to the magnum just in case. For this next part now is we need to get some gas into a certain area so that we can access another level. To do this, we're going to go into this room, which does have a couple of chimeras. We're only going to deal with one right now, and we do have to kill him. We can't let him pass just because we got to kind of bypass him again. So we'll go over here. He's going to be right there, so just shoot him. That should be good. The brain just exploded. There he is. Giant ass cockroaches. And then here is where we got to use the fuel. So we're going to pick up the canister first. This is what's important. We'll pick it up. Pick up the empty capsule. And now we're going to go back to that room earlier that had that naked zombie and we blew up his head. So we'll go this way, go through the doors again, and we'll come back with the gas. Again, I can't stress how much I hate the chimeras. They remind me of the Reapers from Resident Evil 5. And while the Reapers are much worse because those giant cockroaches can like do optical illusions where there's like 3 of them and they're really hard to kill, I just hate bug creatures. Like the bugs, they just gross me out and they scare me. Just like the spiders. All of it sucks. We're going to go into this room that we originally unlocked. And basically, we're going to put the canister into the space which allows us to put the gas. Now, this is the part of the game that I really don't like. I've already killed everything, so I don't have to worry about it. That's why killing all of these zombies in this pattern is so much better than just dodging them. Because now, when you have the nitro in the capsule, you cannot run. You can run a little bit, like maybe a couple of steps, and then slow down again if you don't like the short pace. But just to be safer than sorry, we're going to go at this snail's pace because we don't want to explode. I tested it. I wanted to make sure, like, oh, they're lying. And I ran, and after running for like maybe like 3 seconds, the screen goes black, and then there's an explosion sound. And so you explode. And again, that's another way for people to think, because if I had left all the zombies alive in this area, and if I left that chimera alive in the room I'm about to go into, then I can't really escape or dodge because they're coming at me. When you walk like this, there's not much you can do. But it doesn't take too long. It's just a little bit annoying because you get so used to just running the whole time. I don't like walking in the game just because it takes so long. But if this is the way you like to play, no judgment, that's you. But this time you are forced to walk. The chimera should be gone. So we're going to go right back over here now, and we're going to put in the capsule, which will allow us access to the room where we can then turn certain machines on and off. We can run again, so we'll go this way. Keep in mind, there is another chimera that will come out of the top, so you just keep going forward. Don't even worry about it. Now, this next part, there's going to be a bunch of chimeras running at you, so you just got to be quick and fast. And if you're quick and fast, you maybe only have to shoot 1 or 2. First, go all the way to the side here, use the last Mo disc. By doing this, we have now unlocked the door, and we can go get Jill. We'll do that, but first, we got to do something else in this room. So get past him, shoot him, keep going. See, he gets back up, don't worry about him. Go this way. Some of them will crawl up, come out the vents again. Just get past. Going through this big door. Now, when we're in this door, there's also going to be some of them coming around. So you got to be fast. Run through right this way. And as they're coming at you, you hear them coming. All you got to do is go here. You got to turn on the power for the elevator. And now we're good. Let these stupid things chase you. See, that one was running away from me. That one, oh shit. That one didn't want any piece of Chris. He saw him like, oh, this guy's big. And he just ran away. Again, run through this spot. They're coming at you. Don't worry about them. I believe over there was a flash grenade. I don't need it, though. God. And even the way they run is horrifying. Just all gangly and they... Oh, God. Just these bugs. I hate them so much. So now we're pretty good. I'm going to go this way. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go rescue Jill. But it won't let me at this moment. And you get 2 different cutscenes depending on what you do. So, as a completionist, I want to experience all the cutscenes. So this first one you're about to see when I go see Jill, I'll be able to open the door, but I won't be able to get her out of her cell yet. And so I'm going to have to do that after I confront Wesker and everything gets turned on. So first of all, I'm going to pull these levers so that I can open that door. But again, I won't be able to save her right now, and I'm going to come back after my encounter with Wesker. But I want to see this cutscene because I do, again, I'm a big Valenfield shipper. I love Jill and Chris. I want them to be together. I think that there is something there, some chemistry. And the fact that this whole game, you know, Chris has been looking. He's been the big brother to Rebecca. He's been trusting his captain. And he's been asking where Jill's at. Again, Barry is somewhere outside because he's nowhere in Chris's campaign. But regardless, Barry's also going to live. So we're going to go over here and we're going to initiate the cutscene.
Chris?
Jill.
Chris, Wesker's the...
I know.
I saw his picture.
I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
I just want them to be happy together. In my own headcanon, I like to think that at the end of Resident Evil 5, Chris and Barry maybe, they take Jill to this area where she's able to reconcile with all the things she did when she was brainwashed by Wesker. And so that's why we don't see her in Resident Evil 6 or any of these other areas. Like right now, she's just kind of not retired, because I don't think she's retired. I don't know. I just want him to go back and make her happy. I'm hoping we get her in Resident Evil 8 if we have Chris. I'm hoping that happens, but we'll see. Oh, they need to be happy, man. That's all that I want. So now we'll go through this room. Now the elevator works, so we're about to go into basically the end game. There's only a couple things we got to do now. We got to confront Wesker, then we got to go save Jill, and then we got to get on top of the roof. And then that'll be the end of the game. Right now, really what I would recommend that you have is your Magnum, your shotgun, and then your Magnum ammo, because this is it. And I like to have a couple of healing items, just because, again, I'm really bad at getting hit. We're about to encounter 2 boss fights. One's a mini boss fight, and then the other one's the actual boss fight. And it's the good old Tyrant. But let's start the elevator, and it'll bring us into the cutscene, and Rebecca's back.
Chris!
Rebecca!
I saw you in the inner garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
Ah, so
That's my
condescending.
plan, sir.
She saved your ass against Plant 42, Chris. Don't forget that. But this part does feel cool. It feels nice having someone with you as you're about to go confront Wesker. Like, the squad's getting ready. And that's what I appreciate. And once we add Jill, the squad's going to be complete. And this is it. Let's do it. Let's confront that blonde son of a bitch.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. And stars were umbrellas. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place. And unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you.
I don't understand Wesker's fascination with the Tyrant. Like, I get that it's like this really powerful BOW, but I mean, a giant robot would be way more impressive, I personally think. And just the way that Wesker's like, it's so beautiful, even in the descriptions in S.D. Perry's novels, or even the way he talks about it in the original Resident Evil video game. It's just, it's weird to me. This the fascination they have with this giant, horrifying monstrosity.
The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Wesker,
Fucking Chris's laugh.
you've become senile.
But I mean, if we're talking about ultimate life
Chris,
form,
you'll
I think more of like the
understand.
engineers from Prometheus,
It's
not something with
magnificent.
its heart exposed. Wesker's dead. Or is he?
Come on, you test tube freak.
Chris isn't very good with the trash talking. That's why he doesn't do it that often. If you'll notice, like, he doesn't really trash talk a lot in the other video games, but here, of course, he had to because he's young, he's brash. Basically, this is pretty simple. I'm really bad. I keep getting hit, but the one thing about this is equip your shotgun. It should take anywhere from like 6 to 7 shots. Just keep running around, shoot him once, go to the next part before he gets you. The one thing is that the camera angles do switch really quickly, so that makes it a little bit hard to get your footing. But just kind of keep doing that right when it switches, and then that'll allow you... See, this is a terrible piece. I don't know why I waited right here, but load it up, let him come, shoot him, and that's it. Part 1 of the Tyrant is done. I'm going to go check on Rebecca, who's okay. Even though she doesn't have a bulletproof vest in this costume. But we're just going to say the power of friendship. Or it's underneath that cowgirl getup. I don't know.
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Before we go, though, let's unlock one of the terminals. That's going to allow me to get Jill out of here. And also, let's go interact with Wesker's dead body. Which, again, is a report of his observations on how awesome the parasite is that transformed into the Tyrant dude, whatever. But it's from William Birkin, who, again, more ties with Resident Evil 2, which I think is really cool. We'll move this way, get past all of these weird mechanisms, and then we're going to interact with this console. We'll release the lock, and then we'll head on out. So now we're in the end game. So now all we got to do is go back to the top of the labs, go through that big door that we saw at the very beginning of this area, and then we'll be on the rooftop, and Brad Vickers will see us, and we'll be able to escape. But not before, of course, taking on the Tyrant one more time. But of course, because it's a Resident Evil game, we gotta split up the protagonists. So Rebecca's gonna go start the self-destruct sequence, which doesn't really make sense because this is where the proof is.
What is it?
That Umbrella did all this.
Found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of Tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
Yeah, so we'll do that. But I guess destroying all the evidence is something you have to do so that the samples don't get into the wrong hands. But as we already saw, they're already in the wrong hands. Also, that was very fast for Rebecca to start the self-destruct sequence. So that's... she maybe went through that rusted door, I don't know. But like I said, now we'll be able to open the door for Jill. So we're going to go back through this area in order to get her out. Of course, Mr. Chimera comes out. Not going to make it easy. We can bypass him really easily. We'll continue to go this way. We've already unlocked the door, so all we have to do is just go in one more time. And now this is the thing. Because I've already interacted with Jill, when I go in to pick her up, it's going to be like, oh, Chris, you came back. And it's this cutscene. But I don't think it's as powerful as when you don't see her the first time. So again, I created kind of a cutscene based off of the two different ones that you would normally see. Because I like when she hugs him. So let's take a look. And again, sorry if it's a little bit splotchy.
Jill?
Chris!
You're okay. Sorry I made you wait.
I knew you'd come. Chris,
See, there's the cut.
it's Wesker.
I know. But first, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Reunited and it feels so good. The two partners ready to take on everything that comes with them. But first, let's go back in here because we do have, I believe, some shotgun shells. Come this way and right there. The bed is covered in filth. A dry commode. Hopefully Jill didn't have to take a shit in here. But now, the sequence going. Let's get on out of here. And again, not since Resident Evil Revelations have I seen these two in harmony again, moving forward to get all this stuff done. If we do get a Code Veronica remake, I know Jill's not in that game, but I can hope. I would really like it if they did, from the Umbrella Chronicles, if they did just a game where it's when Chris and Jill
Let's
go
get going!
to the European base and shut down Umbrella. I don't know why Jill had to run ahead of me. She's like, let's go! I don't even know if she knows where she's going. But, I mean, that's how great she is. I'll just follow along. So we'll go this way, go back up the steps, and we'll have the opportunity to go and save one more time, as well as to load up on anything that you might need. Now, at this point, like I said, my biggest recommendation is have your shotgun, have your Magnum, and have plenty of bullets for both. You're going to use all your Magnum ammo because the Tyrant is a bullet sponge, but it will weaken him significantly, and then you'll use your shotgun ammo, and then Brad will drop a rocket launcher, the Deus Ex Machina of Resident Evil, And yeah, let's do it. So we'll go back in here. We'll grab another first aid spray. Actually, no. I'm gonna need to leave a space open. Make sure everything is reloaded. Equip the Magnum. I have 3 extra shots after the 6. And then let's fucking go. There's Jill. We go to the big door. And now we're gonna escape.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. This is your last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
So we'll just go on this way. Jill's on her way. I'm gonna go through here. Da-na-na, da-na. Oh, I forgot to pick this up. So in order to get the elevator, we gotta grab these. This part, I guess. The fuse unit. It looks like something that Mr. Freeze would have from Batman, just from the liquid inside, or at least the blue that I see inside.
3 minutes.
And Rebecca's back.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work.
Really,
Brad's up
Rebecca?
in the
I didn't know.
helicopter.
Those things are coming.
I'll take care of them.
But
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
You should all stick together, because you never know what's gonna happen. But I mean, you are part of STARS, and Rebecca should be upgraded, promoted to Alpha Team after what she's experienced, so we do got that. Of course, for me and my anxiety, the fact that they put a clock, a timer going down for the time that you have to escape is always stressful, but at least it's just for the boss fight. So that makes it a little bit more manageable. You'll grab the signal rockets, and you'll use these immediately. They're not as flashy as I thought they'd be. For me, it's like a 4th of July firework that didn't really work. But whatever. Now Brad's on his way.
Chris!
Jill and Rebecca are here.
You okay?
Yeah.
And now the final fight. Oh no. See, that's why Jill was more susceptible to not being killed in so many different ways. Oh no, Rebecca. So immediately, just take your ground. Watch out. He will come at you. Shoot him a little bit. The name of the game here is just to kind of strafe and move away as he gets closer to you. You gotta unload. Oh, fuck. You gotta unload with the Magnum first. 3 more shots. And then we'll use the shotgun. A couple more shots here. And then he'll be ready to get killed. He's gonna lunge at you. You gotta keep shooting at him. Here, again, tank. See, right there? I got too close to him. Keep shooting at him, Rebecca. You can see Jill's unconscious over there. There it is.
Chris,
Now we just gotta
use
pick
it.
up the rocket
Kill
launcher.
it, whatever it is.
We gotta do it quick. Gonna use this, just in case. Now he's after Rebecca. Don't worry, Rebecca, I got you. Pick it up. And then we're gonna equip it. Now we're gonna shoot it. Oh, we got it. He deflects the first one, so you gotta shoot it again. That's it. Motherfucker is toast. And you gotta be really careful because Rebecca can die in this exchange. So make short work of him immediately, and then we all get to go home. There it is. Jill and Chris. Rebecca, tired, sleeping. And of course, I had to include Barry. Barry was with Brad. And that's it, everybody. That is Resident Evil Remake. This game is so much more than a remake. This is a reimagining from the ground up, from everything. This game still holds today as of July 2020. People are talking about now that Resident Evil 2 Remake and 3 Remake have come out. People are asking, oh, redo the original Resident Evil. But I don't really think it needs it, because this game respects the original while adding better visuals and graphics, making it a little bit more difficult, and adding so many elements that make it that much better. The cheesy dialogue is still there, so that's something that could be changed, but overall, I love this game, and I had a fun time playing it. Again, this is to commemorate the fact that I beat the game, and again, I couldn't have done it without the amazing walkthrough tutorials of Mike Bettencourt. Please go check out his channel. Again, the link to his stuff is in my description. He deserves your views and likes. And this is just my version. I had so much fun making this. I had so much fun playing this. And that's the most important part, is you can do it. I've never beaten a Resident Evil game on hard before. And so this makes it that much more special to me. But again, if you don't want to play it on hard, if you want to play it on easy or medium, there's nothing wrong with that. So, do your gaming experience the way you want to. Overall, I had fun talking about Chris and showcasing Chris doing his things. And this is just one of those really fun games that if you like horror, if you want to experience what survival horror is and was, then this is definitely the way to go. So with that, I highly recommend that you guys play this game. Check out the other ones too. Give the other ones a chance. Play 6, play 5, play both Revelations because those are great. Play 7, get excited for when 8 comes out. And then play the remakes. Resident Evil 3 Remake isn't as bad as everyone is saying it is. It is short, but it's still great.
Chris, you did a fine job.
But yeah, that's my time overall. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you more cool stuff soon. Peace.